Healthy fats play such a vital role in our health, but there's a lot of confusion around them. Some people believe they should maintain a low-fat diet where others want high-fat diets. Others have no idea what healthy fats are or how much they consume every single day. So out of all of the macronutrients, people have the most misconception about fat. In today's video, I'm sharing why healthy fats are so important to include in your meals every single day, and also a few whole food, plant-based sources that you can use when you're preparing your next dish or your next recipe. So let's see if you've held any of these misconceptions. If we're meeting for the first time, hey, I'm Mikkel Kawinga, registered dietitian, founder of Nutrition Stripped, and creator of the Method membership. And I'm really excited that you are here. I make eating more plant-based, whole foods easier, more mindful, and enjoyable on a daily basis. I want to share with you today why fats need to be part of your daily diet and how you can include them really easily and deliciously in all of your meals. All three macronutrients, fats, carbohydrates, and protein, obviously are incredibly important for the human body's function. My simple framework for a balanced meal includes 5 elements: protein, healthy fats, 2 types of carbohydrates, which are starchy carbohydrates and non-starchy carbohydrates, and then also the flavor factor. Now, if you eat those things at almost every single meal, you are giving your body what it needs to feel and also to function optimally. After this video, you can download my free guide, which I'll link around this video, and that will explain in more detail about my foundational 5 framework, along with several tips that you can use to make healthy eating really balanced and easy. So fats are important for cellular and hormonal health, and unlike carbohydrates and protein, fats also provide our bodies with a layer of protection, literally insulating all of our organs, our vital organs, and also helping keep a normal body core temperature. Fats also help us digest important fat-soluble vitamins, such as vitamins A, D, E, K, and some antioxidants. It keeps our brain cells healthy, hormones, tissues, skin, and hair healthy. And fat provides the structural component to many cell membranes, which are essential, of course, for cellular development and carrying various messages throughout our entire body really quickly via hormones. And fat also acts as a slower release source of energy for our bodies. So if you think of fat as being a reserve or a long-term source of energy that sticks around the longest, that kind of helps you remember it. It's also what keeps you fuller longer because fat takes much longer to digest than carbohydrates, for example. Eating fats with each meal can also support hormones related to your hunger levels. So for example, eating omega-3 fats can actually help lower fasting insulin levels, and eating fat releases CCK, which is basically a satiety hormone or a fullness hormone made in our gut. So have you ever made a salad for yourself with maybe, let's just say, a few different types of lettuces and a low-fat dressing, and then a few hours later you're starving? But when you make a salad as an entree with lots of foods like protein and other veggies and a really great dressing with olive oil, you're nice and full? Well, that's because those entree salads usually include all 5 elements of the foundational 5: protein, healthy fats, the flavor factor, non-starchy carbohydrates, and starchy carbohydrates. And of course, including like a nice, delicious olive oil dressing. Those are just a few of the reasons why healthy fats are so important to eat on a daily basis. So now, let's talk a little bit about how you can get the right sources of fats to support your body in the best way possible. There are 2 types of fats to really know about here in this video. There are 2 basic kinds of fat. We have saturated and unsaturated. So unsaturated fats are considered healthy fats, including both polyunsaturated fats and also monounsaturated fats. Now, these types of fats are typically found in vegetable oils that are liquid at room temperature, fatty fish like salmon or trout or mackerel or sardines, and then also in nuts and seeds. Polyunsaturated fats like omega-3s are the building blocks of cell membranes that I mentioned earlier. Omega-3s in particular also give your body that nice energy, help support your hormones, brain health, and immune health. Now, wild-caught salmon or olive oil, avocados, walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, and hemp seeds are all packed with omega-3 fatty acids. Now, ideally, it's best to get omega-3 fatty acids from fish sources or animal sources which contain better converting and more bioavailable forms of DHA and EPA. Plant-based omega-3 rich foods like flaxseed, chia seed, hemp seeds, or walnuts must be converted in the body from ALA to DHA and EPA. And the conversion isn't always optimal of omega-3 compared to those other food sources like salmon and mackerel and other fish. So monounsaturated fats are considered our healthy fat, and it's also a good source of vitamin E. Monounsaturated fats include olives, avocados, hazelnuts, almonds, Brazil nuts, cashews, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, olive oil, and the list goes on. Saturated fats are typically what are considered unhealthy fats and include animal fats or meat, poultry, dairy, some plant oils that are solid at room temperature like coconut oil or palm oil. But there's more research changing every single day about the debate on saturated fats and whether or not long-term they negatively impact our cardiovascular health. So science is always changing. And whenever I mention coconut oil as a healthy fat, I always get the reaction of, but Mikkel, that's a saturated fat. It sure is. Coconut oil is about 90% saturated fat, mostly made up of medium chain triglycerides. So I really enjoy using it in cooking because it has a high smoke point. And the types of fatty acids that make up, again, the coconut oil saturated fat content are called medium chain triglycerides or MCTs, and about 65% of that fat content is from them. So unlike long chain fatty acids, which are mostly found in our diet, they don't have to go through a lot of extra steps to get digested and absorbed in our bodies. MCTs are pretty much passively diffused from our gastrointestinal tract to our portal system. In other words, and making it really, really simple here, our bodies find it super easy to break down that type of fat before getting rapidly absorbed and also used for energy, similar like we would a carbohydrate. So by now, I'm sure you've been wondering, okay, I know why I need healthy fats, I hear the health benefits, and I know where to get them, but how much should I include in my day? And does it matter how much I include? So this is one of the most popular questions I get asked, and this is something that I cover in much more detail inside of my Method membership. Now, the exact amount of healthy fat or even protein or carbohydrates, of course, depends on your lifestyle, your health and fitness goals, your digestion, your activity level, also your genetics. But a general rule of thumb is that a serving of healthy fats is about 1 tablespoon or 1 ounce, which is roughly the length of your thumb for just a really quick visual. So if you get healthy fats at every meal and you use that serving size as a rule of thumb, literally, pun intended, to find your unique portion size by checking in with your hunger and your satiety levels, then it's a really great place to start. So I teach more about learning your portion sizes in my Method membership too, if you need a little bit of extra support. Now you have some ideas about how to include more healthy fats into your meals and how to do so, what are the health benefits. So I would love to hear from you. Which source of healthy fats are you most excited to add into your meals? Let me know below. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this every single week, and also watch all of my other videos linked here that can help you create healthy eating habits that work for you 365 days a year. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and remember, health is a daily practice.